All right, folks, so tonight we've got a patient with a jammed knuckle, right? We smashed a finger playing basketball earlier today, and we're going to do some first aid on that and immobilize it. Now, first thing we can do is do a good old-fashioned tongue depressor, like a popsicle stick, but they're fatter. You can get them real cheap and in bulk, right? We can place this under here. We can use something like, hold that for me, please. We can do something like roller gauze. Let's slide into the frame here a little bit more. Okay, and then we can wrap this around like so. And then we can maybe even wrap this down around the palm to stabilize the rest of the popsicle stick or roller or tongue depressor. And wrap it around a few more times to stabilize, but this isn't the route we're going to go tonight. This is just a simple way that you can do this on the cheap. But what we're going to do is use something a little bit more comfortable and a little bit more durable. And that would be a piece of SAM splint. Now, they come in these great big sheets, great for arm and leg type of splints. But what I've done is I've cut a smaller piece off here, and we're going to use this. And I'm actually taking my trauma shears, and we're going to cut this down a little bit further. We want it to be about finger size. And then what we're going to do with this is we're going to wrap it over the injury, so that way it's got some protection on top and bottom. All right, these SAM splints have got this layer of foam, and then they've got, you can kind of see in here, a little layer of aluminum. So it's kind of rigid, but it's comfortable as well. So I've got a couple little sharp edge you can get in here sometimes. So I'm gonna try and round that off a little bit. Okay, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna size this and shape it ahead of time here. So I'm going to roll this over. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to size it on my own self and kind of get a general idea of where we want to go with it. So that way you don't press on the patient's injury and create further discomfort for them, because we're trying to help them and not hurt them. So slide this up into here. And how's that feel? Seems about good. Nice coverage. Okay, so I'm just going to bend this a little bit more to finger shape. Okay, we're going to stick that in there. All right, you want to hold that in place for me? Okay. And I'm just going to use some medical tape. And then should have plenty of this around. And what we're going to do is just do a couple loops around here. Something important if you're wrapping something like this, you want to make sure that you don't go from proximal to distal, which is closer to the body, to further away from the body. Because if we start wrapping here and tighten up, we're going to trap blood in the fingertip and reduce circulation. So we'd want to go from the tip backwards. So that's going to be distal to proximal. What I'm going to do though is I'm just going to make this easy. I'm going to do a couple of quick loops of tape just to hold this in place. I'm going to do one here. And then I'm going to do one more here. Let's turn this way. And we're going to go right in there. And then we've got that there, right? Some immobilization. How's that feel? Pretty good? Mm-hmm. Does it feel like it'll fall off too easily?
A little bit.
Maybe. It's a little slippery. Oh, yeah. That tape seems to actually hold it in place okay. As long as it's not falling off the end of your hand.
It feels a little slidey when I move it around.
Okay, so maybe what we can even do, watch this. Does it feel better actually straight or with a bend?
I think it feels fine either way.
Okay. Feels good straight. Okay, what we can do too is we can even wrap another loop of tape and come a little bit closer to the finger and try and catch some of her knuckle hair here. All right, a little more secure there. Feels good?
Yep.
Not cutting off circulation?
Nope.
Okay, very good. It's important that we don't cut off circulation. All right, so there you have it. Finger wrap, quick first aid. It should do the job.